next time they shine your light in the sky, don't go to it. The bat is dead. Bury it. Consider this mercy.
Tell me. Do you bleed? You will.
And welcome to another watch along from this channel, uh, the Cutter Hole stream. Um, this time we're going to be featuring Superman, the animated series, episodes 4, 5, and 6 of season 1 from 1996. But first off, we have a shout out to Sil Abdul. Welcome back to Twitter X, Sil Abdul. This is from Sil Nation and Microverse Forever. Welcome back, dude. So we're gonna start our show. This is, of course, Superman. Is Tim Daly and Lois Lane, Donna Delany. So switch on your Superman animated series wherever you want to watch it. We're doing the entry. We're featuring episode 4, which is Fun and Games. Episode 5 is A Little Piece of Home. And episode 6, which is the first appearance of the Parasite. Okay. Fun and Games. This is when Superman, the animated series, introduced Toyman. Look at that. Bruce Timm is not afraid to show firearms, actual firearms in his TV shows, his animated shows, which is very, very good, which is very nice. And there we have Superman. Tim Daly is Superman. A little shout out to Sin Havoc and who else? My friend JM Robles. Notice that Toyman is deadly. Winston shot uh, is not your average toy maker. So Toyman is going up against Intergang. Is that right? Okay, wait a minute. Someone. Sorry about that. I had a guest. This is, of course, my first watch along this February, first or second, although I don't know. So Bruno Manheim is here because, of course, Intergang. You notice that Clark is not a whiner here, unlike what's that animated feature series, My Adventures with Superman, who where Superman acts like Deku from My Hero Academia. The toy man is strafing Bruno Mannheim's party with toy airplanes. Shout out to Pastor Miko Tanco of Victory Santa Rosa. Yeah, salute. This reminds me of the Batman Batman, the animated series, where Batman tackled the toy maker. I really like the portrayal of Clark Kent here. He's a tough as snail reporter, unlike, let's face it, Christopher Reeve, who is a dork, whose only asset as a reporter is he's a fast typist. Reminds me of Dean Kane's Superman. This one, the giant duck, yellow duck, reminds me of Tim Burton's Batman Returns, where Penguin has a similar uh, vehicle, which is kind of weird. So Mannheim took a nose dive to the ocean, and he's all wet. So the power levels of Superman during this 1996 series is basically the same as the John Byrne era Superman of 1996, 1997, post crisis, which is one of the best portrayals of Superman, although uh, that's not without the can of worms, especially that there was no Superboy during those times. Bruno Manheim is a formidable villain, although, if I remember correctly, Morgan Edge is more of the leader of Intergang than Bruno Manheim. So another shout out is for Yuzo Tanko. This is Pastor Miko's son. Yeah, we go to church every Sunday with these guys. It's weird. So basically, Lois Lane is not your usual damsel in distress, but it always happened to her, especially since she is a reporter for the Daily Planet. You notice, of course, that Clark is a hardworking reporter and someone who's not a nerd. Uh, the Toyman here is so creepy. His appearance is so creepy. Turns out his father is sentenced to death, 10 years to be in prison. Pop up books. Tim Daly's voice is very apt for Superman. Uh, One other voice actor for Superman that's really classic is, of course, Bud Collyer from the 1940s Superman, the Fleischer Superman of the 1940s, and the New Adventures of Superman during the 1960s. Plus, the voice actor for the Superman radio show during the 40s to the 50s. Manheim is tied up like a mannequin marionette. A lot of DC villains have the toy motive. Toyman, uh, the doll maker, that other Toyman. Okay, some green goo is attached to Superman's chest. We still have guests fixing the bathroom. My God, this bites. Superman doing the wind thingy. The modern DC villains are have turned psycho somehow. So Clark is giving Lois some coffee. That's eerie. The mass remains after those explosion, and that's it for episode number 4. That was cool, and now we're going to episode 5. So we're starting episode 5, A Little Piece of Home. This is the first time that Superman encountered kryptonite in this animated series. See Lex Luthor, Clancy Brown as Lex Luthor. It's a museum for LexCorp, and Luthor is really pissed at Lois for those kind of questions. Clark ditch Lois at the front door of the museum and has gone after those clowns inside. Soup is feeling the kryptonite. So Luthor is surprised, and also Lois, that Superman is inside the museum. Hey Sin, welcome to my watch along. It's actually the second episode now, episode 5 of Superman the animated series, season 1. Welcome, Sin. Yep. This is how Luthor discovered kryptonite. Yeah, Luthor changed the crystal exhibit. Sin said, "That's a good cartoon, unlike the Superman Legacy prequel." Yeah, uh, my adventures with Superman is such a misstep for me. It's although it's an anime, we get a Superman who's lovesick and cringe. True. And of course, yes, innocent maybe. Yes. Is it an innocent is it an innocent move or something deeper? So Mercy Graves just exhibited her martial arts prowess to this doofus of a boxer. Kind of noisy outside because we have a guest at home. Yeah. Lois has the kryptonite, so that's why Clark is affected. It's seems to be hot in the hand of when Clark touches the kryptonite. Sin Havoc said, I tried to give the prequel cartoon a chance, but it felt like a rip-off of Superman Unbound and Superman versus the Elite. Actually, I watched both Superman Unbound and Superman versus the Elite, and well, and I did my watch along for my Adventures of Superman last year. So, yeah, it's kind of disappointing. And now this animated feature is better. The series itself, season one to season three, was better than My Adventures with Superman. Although the one with Brainiac attacks, the movie was such a disappointment. Yes, I agree. Sin, disappointing, and cringe. Totally cringe. The best Superman animated movie I saw was Death of Superman, right? Although it had its cringe moment also. The one with Superman Doomsday was disappointing also. Clancy Brown as Lex Luthor is one of the best casting in an animated series. So this is, of course, green kryptonite affecting Superman. Clancy Brown is a legend. Lex Luthor, Captain Black from Jackie Chan Adventures, Star Wars, Pathfinder, just to name a few. Actually, don't forget Highlander and Starship Troopers in. So Bibo in the animated feature, in the animated series, looks like Popeye, a Popeye ripoff. The scene with Superman hovering the LexCorp building has been used so many times in comics and in animation. So I'm guessing a lot of changes happened during the course of this series up to my adventures with Superman. So this is Star Labs examining the piece of kryptonite. Uh, Professor Emil Hamilton has appeared in so many Superman related series that people forget uh, what his actual origin was. In 1980, in the late 1980s, late 86, he debuted in The Adventures of Superman, written by Marv Wolfman and drawn by Ordway. So this is a setup being made by that doctor from Lex Lab to Lois Lane. Sinawak said, "Yeah, everyone is starting to admit begrudgingly that I was right about what was going on behind the scenes with the Gano Show conspiracy." Yes, and even your can we consider your April uh, talks with the selling of Warner to be true, right? Gano Show is really playing up to his role as the man who sold out DC because let's face it, he's a Marvel guy And Marvel guys are they have something against DC. Okay, we have the T-Rex robot and the kryptonite. Superman can't seems seem to work with the kryptonite. It's like playing football with the dinosaur. I try to tell the masses, and some people listen, but most of the masses didn't want to listen. Yes, this is why Sil Abdul was sent to Twitter jail. Those betas are such losers. And Lois is a shooter. Notice that Superman regained his super strength when Lois shotted that game-winning hoop uh, against the dinosaur. I can't stand those losers who says that S- Snyder was uh, was so dark. I feel like they didn't watch the movie at all, or they failed to uh, understand the story. It's okay to disagree, but when you're right, you're right. Yeah, yeah, that's it, man. When you're right, you're right. So Luthor had his archaeologists look for kryptonite. Yes, kryptonite. Now we have the last episode for this watch along. So we're in Superman the Animated Series, episode 6, entitled Feeding Time. This is, of course, uh, One of the greatest theme song. I hope YouTube won't block me when they hear that uh, theme song. Feeding Time. This is, of course, the first appearance of the Parasite in My Adventures with Superman. The Parasite was Professor Ivo. They mix and match some characters. In this series. It's Rudy, the original Parasite. I remember an old comic book where the artist for Superman was Al Plastino, and he drew the Parasite during the 1950s. Rudy turns evil. Parasite. Yes, it's a thing with power. Power corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolutely. That's one of the constants in life. Okay, someone was at the gate, and I have to open it. So Sin Havoc says, actually, Parasite was supposed to be in Man of Steel 2. That was a missed opportunity. The Parasite and Brainiac, right? But we got the Parasite in the Tomorrowverse, Superman, the Man of Tomorrow animated movie, which was so-so. Although I hated the animation style, I really hated it. So another shout out to Seal Nation and the Mikey Verse.
Problema ko yung shoes ko, masikip.
Basically, my wife is getting ready for
Yung
her
shoes ko, talagang
awards night tonight. That's that's why it's a bit noisy here at home. She's celebrating 15 years of teaching at the Polytechnic University of the Philippines here in Santa Rosa, Laguna. Been a long time. We see Jimmy Olsen with what haircut is this? Forgot. So we're currently in Hobbs Bay. This is a regular joint for Rudy, the parasite, or his partner. I wonder how the parasite got his costume, so-called costume. In the classic Suicide Squad comics in the late in the 80s, he was green actually. Although I think the reason for that is that they don't feed him enough, hence the color change. So I just set up my new old laptop, my tablet, and my desktop in one area here, and this is so cool. This is Parasite versus Superman, round one. So what's happening? Seems like Yeah, we're back. And somehow we're not frozen anymore. This is, of course, StreamYard versus me again. Okay, at least I got it working again. So we have the Parasite holding Superman prisoner somewhere. He, of course, is feeding off Superman's power and life force. It seems that this version of the Parasite is the best animated one version. It even exceeds Superman Man of Tomorrow and what else? What I think this is the only place where Parasite appears. Unlike the Batman Rogues Gallery, which seems to be everywhere. Yeah, the best. The Parasite is Superman alive or dead? Yes. It would have been okay. It would have been great if Zack Snyder gets a handle of Parasite, and it'll be one of those good things. So I'm still Jimmy Olsen, according to Ganosho, is the most important character in the Superman mythos. Man, that got me. I personally think that comic book fans are a bit out of it. There's no imagination left. Whatever happened to the imagination of fans? Uh, well, that I don't know. Ganosho Ganipu will probably rewrite Superman Legacy through AI. The parasite can feel a person nearby. 80 plus years of inspiration and they still can't figure it out. Yes, that's true. I mean, like, they've been doing this a long time. Superman using a laser gun. I like the characterization of this Superman because he's more. So we have integrity in the chat. ZSJL is inevitable. Right. Nice one. Integrity. Welcome to the stream. Yeah. I like Superman the animated series. It's up there with Batman the animated series and the Justice League. When Parasite got his Superman strength, he also got his weakness. Yes. So Rudy got the kryptonite treatment. Thank you for joining me. And now he's eating the energy of the cockroach. Does that remind you of Aquaman? That does remind you of Aquaman, right? If you see Ganosho and Holland are Mr. and Mrs. Pitlick, get ready for the retcon. Somehow, Mrs. Pitlick and Batmite are gonna retcon the DC universe. And yes, thank you for being here in my stream. Thank you, Sin Havoc. Thank you, Integrity, for being in the chat with me. And yes, do subscribe to my socials. Subscribe to my YouTube channel at Qatar Lao, Qatar Hall 5. Follow me in my socials, X Twitter, Tumblr, Facebook, Threads, and Instagram. Yes, and thank you for being here, Sin. Yeah, uh, I'm out of here, and remember, remember. Uh, Mikey Verse Forever, sell ZSJL to Netflix, sell Snyderverse to Netflix. I'm out of here.
save them.
Well, that's why I waited until you were there. I got the information I needed. No one died. I did it your way.
He does have a point.
I know it got lost in all the confusion, but we still have some issues to settle here. There are only heroes and there are villains.
You think yourself a hero, but you would let these criminals go free.
Heroes don't kill people.
Well, I do.